Hi everyone, my name is Laura and I am the creator of this particular channel's content, but my business is called My Home Matters LLC. Our website is shopmyhomematters.com, and I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to try to do a little bit better of a job taking my Friday live videos that I do on my Facebook page every week at 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, and bringing them over here and sharing them on YouTube. Or maybe I'll try to get really brave and do them live at the same time as I'm live on Facebook. But this clip that you're going to see, or the little video that is immediately following me right now, will be the most recent Friday Features video. And in that, I'm not only talking about our new apparel and swag collection on our website, but also our monthly DIY home decor subscription, as well as the ability to pre-order our holiday box, which will automatically be part of our monthly subscription as our November box. But it is the only box out of the entire year that we take pre-orders for, because it is our holiday box as well, and we allow one-time purchases of just that one box. So we're currently accepting those pre-orders. So you're going to hear me talking all about that in this next video that follows right after this little introduction. So I'm going to try to do that every week and post those Friday Features videos. But without further ado, here is the first one. There we go. I'm going to put this back a little bit. It's a little bit too far in my face right now. That's better. I need a little breathing room from the camera. Well, hello and happy Friday. It says 12:01. Sometimes when I go live, I have to type the description, and when I already have it on the tripod, I'm trying to use my thumbs to write the description, and I'm making all kind of mistakes. So it takes me a little bit of time to fix those. Hi, Joey. What a difference today is compared to yesterday. If you didn't catch the blog post yet from yesterday, it was the first time I've written a blog post in like months and months. I don't even remember what the last one was, to be honest. But I spent yesterday morning, all morning. It took way longer than I expected to, but I spent the whole morning outside in the yard, and thank goodness the weather was nice still. Thank goodness it wasn't like today that I was relying on this. Hi, Amy. I had a patio chair, I had a blanket, I had like a pumpkin, a pillow, a couple of jackets, a sweater, a bunch of different shoes, and I had to keep going in and out to my bedroom, back outside, in and out, change my shoes, take them off, go back out. Like, I kept changing my outfit. I kept changing all of these different t-shirts because I was trying to do this photo shoot all by myself. And it was quite the process. And Lucky was watching me the whole time. Like, what is going on and what are you doing? So if you didn't see the blog post yesterday, that was all about the different t-shirt designs, and it was just kind of comical. I just kept running around the yard like, what am I doing? Like, how did I end up by myself doing all of this? Hi, Tori. Hi, Darcy. So the blog post is up, and if you follow me on either Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Pinterest, the same Instagram reel, I used the same reel today that was a combination of all of that photo shoot. I kind of wish that I would have put some of the little clips that I was messing around, like trying to think, what did they do when I had that photo shoot back in May, I guess it was, when I had that photo shoot where they told us what to do. Like, I kept thinking, what did they have us do? They had us look at each other and laugh. Like, so I kept like looking in the air and laughing, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this all by myself. This is like ridiculous. And I kept thinking, somebody's going to pull up the driveway because it comes around back, and they're going to be like, what is she doing? So it was very interesting. But that blog post is there, and that reel is up on Instagram, which I'll share it here on Facebook at some point too. But hi, Kathy. So a couple things to cover. Sharon Greer, again, has won the monthly $30 shop credit. So congratulations to Sharon. I know you usually watch the replay. You usually have to watch the replay. So congratulations to Sharon, and that was for Newsday Tuesday responses, for commenting here. So don't forget, if you are coming in and watching, make sure you make a comment down below. Preferably something nice, not something not nice, but comment down below, and we'll enter you in. You'll get one entry for your one weekly comment, and you get 2 entries for responding to our Newsday Tuesday newsletter question. And all of that adds up. And sometimes, and you also get stuff for your reviews. So thank you for the reviews that keep coming in. Like, we are so thankful. I think it sends you an email to remind you for those. So after you've purchased something, we're getting so many really sweet reviews. So thank you for that. Hi, Lucille. What else? Oh, I wanted to tell you about the t-shirts. I'm getting a few questions about, like, what size should I order? And I had told you in the, what day, I can't even think of what day, Sunday night and then Tuesday night, that I'm wearing a medium. I do like a little bit of room in mine. I don't like them to be super tight, super snug. I like to have some room. So I'm wearing a medium, and there is a size chart in the listing. So if you want to really get into the details of the size itself to know, they run pretty true to size. Now, with that being said, it's hard, like, I know I wouldn't normally say this kind of thing, but I don't know if it would help to say that wearing a size medium, I typically purchase lately, I typically purchase a size 4 to 6. Like, I'm in that 4 to 6 category. So a medium is perfect for me. So if that helps at all to kind of, when I say true to size, if that kind of helps, I may have been able to do a small, but I feel like I would have felt too snug in the small. I would typically buy a small, like when I go to all my TJ Maxx, like when I go there, I would typically probably buy a small, but I like to have a little bit of room. I don't like them to be snug. So, and they are pre-shrunk, so you don't have to worry about that aspect of things. But I just wanted to address that. There is a size chart in every one of the listings. So if you want to look at the exact measurements before you decide, but give it 10 to 14 days. So remember, I'm designing these, but they are being printed by a printing partner and shipped by them. So, and they're printed to order. So they don't print them until they get your order in the queue and then go through, and then I would give it at least 10 days, 10 to 14 days to be safe, to wait for those. But those will ship free to you from that printing partner. And with that in mind, the whole blog post, if you go read the blog post, not only does it kind of talk a little bit about the history or the evolution of the t-shirt, which I didn't know until I went to write the post, but we also wanted to give you a little bit of background on why we chose the tee that we did, the Bella and Canvas tee. They have a USA strong approach to their business. So I wanted to kind of explain to you, what does that mean? So if you read the blog post, that will give you that information. It's a short read, but it's informative. So it was interesting to us, and we wanted to tell you why we chose this particular brand of shirt. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal the October box. This is the only extra we have of this particular box. So we have this one listing, or one listed in the past boxes section. So when you go to the website, shopmyhomematters.com, and click on Boxed Up Subscription, there's a drop down that you can look at the subscription options, or you can look at the past boxes. So this will be under past boxes. So let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for reading it. So right off the top here in this bag, there's the project card, or the trifold that always comes inside. So there's some printables. I put a spell on you, and cute little, whoops, goes that way for the cat, little cat with a pumpkin. There's those printables, and then there's the coloring of printables with this. Double toil and trouble. So that one, and then another cat one, cat on a branch, black cat. So we have those two sets of printables. there is a template in here and a piece of black construction paper. I want to put this back in the way I had it. I want to bring the project card back in a second. And then inside here, first we've got a thing of wire. This is 22 gauge wire, a roll of that. We have 2 of these little, they're like a little candle cup or a finial kind of thing, so they could be used sort of either way. But there's 2 of those. These are the same as the feet for our little fall mini crate that we recently put in the shop. There's 2 of these little circles. And then, I gotta be careful here. There's some different ribbons. So there's a sheer ribbon. There's a either a black and white polka dot or a stripe. This one is stripe. And then a rickrack orange ribbon. And then inside there also that came out was a little thing of leaves. Oh, shoot, I forgot to bring down the other part of this project. I'm going to have to walk away again and have you talk amongst yourselves again. I did that last week. Oh, my goodness. There's 2 little charms. There's a little pumpkin charm and then teeny little witch charm, or witch hat charm. I want to make sure I don't lose those. Okay. There's 1 thing of 50 beads. And then another thing of a slightly smaller bead. There's 16 of those. Candlestick number 1, candlestick number 2. Rectangle and square. That's what comes in the box itself. We nicely put these back in. But like I said, I left part of the project upstairs. Okay. So let me show you the main part over here. And I have this, it's hard for me to lift this whole thing up. Maybe I can unplug my phone, bring you closer. Let's switch this around. There. So, okay, so here's my little witch's boots. So this was what I showed last week. So as a reminder, there are only a few sets of these left. The raw witch's boots. Those are in the shop. There's only a few sets of them left. So this little setup here is a tray that I've been using on my dining room table, our kitchen table. We don't have a separate dining room, but we have a large dining room table, and this is what my setup is. So you'll see this in probably another picture at some point on the page, but for now, this is how I have my project. So this part of the project is these reversible blocks on top of the candle holder. So the little round that I showed you, there's 2 rounds in there. Those go on top of the candle holder. I have my little charm and I have the ribbon, and I have it so that the ribbon, I can't do it with one hand, but I can slide this ribbon around from one side to the other depending on which side I want to show. But I felt like this coloring, even though I usually use black and white, I felt like this coloring right now goes more with the rest of my fall stuff. Since I try to use a lot of mustard yellow, I felt like this matched a little better. And then here is the other one with the cat, and the construction paper and the template are to make this cute little witch hat for the top. So if we turn it around, there's the little kitty. So that's what the look of the other side will look like. So members could either do one side and do whatever they want on the other side, or they can use the white on one side and the kind of the tea stain on the other side. Now, one of those toppers that was inside, like the finial thing, one of them is for the top on this piece, and the other one is part of the part of the project that I forgot to bring down. But I have this sitting on my dining table, just like this, with my little witch's boots in front. I'll have to fix that because of this. This is just a little scarf. I like to use scarves because they're lightweight. These are little scarves. They have them a lot of times in the Target dollar bins. And I just kind of thread it through. And then I also have my beads on, wrapped around. These are beads from last year. I think we might still have a couple of these. I don't remember if we have the pumpkin one left from last year, one of the kits. But that is my dining table centerpiece. Now, let's flip this back around. And I am going to run up and get the other part of my project so that I can show you. Here's the bead portion. So all those beads, the bigger and the smaller, they're not that different from each other, but if you look closely, there's the two different sizes. So, and that other topper was our little pumpkin stem. And then of course we had some leaves. So the wire, the thing of wire that I pulled out is plenty of wire for this, but that's the little pumpkin that we made from it. So I just didn't have mine with the other piece of my project, and that's the beauty of the projects. When you have multiple parts, you can use them together or you can use them separately. You're painting the candlesticks right now. Well, I can't wait to see what you end up doing with yours. And the ribbons that we gave them, they can be used or they can be stored away for another project. They could be used on the witch's boots if they want to use a different ribbon or do something different on their candlesticks. I'm out of breath from leaping up the stairs like 2 at a time to grab that. But yeah, we like the different heights too. And that's what's nice, is that they can go, like I'm thinking of, wait, what? Paid me to clean up his craft room, but sadly you lost his scrapbook cutting tool. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding right now? You seriously did that? How did that ever happen? Like, I'm now curious. Like, are you serious? I got to find out more. I need to get to the bottom of this story. There is a story we need to hear. That's like amazing. That's too funny though. You lost his paper scissors. But yes, the nice thing about these is that they can be used, and was it I think it was 2 years ago, our November project. Oh, you were telling a joke. Well, thank you for occupying the time. But man, that was a good story. That was a pretty good one. Somebody just posted the other day. Was it Janice? I think it was Janice. Posted in our, I think it was in the fall retreat group. She had her mantle all nicely decorated. And I was envisioning these being a nice addition to, and Janice, if you're watching, you totally can do what you want, of course, but I kept thinking like these would look good within the rest of your mantle decoration setup. But they also, a couple of years ago, we had a fall project. I want to say that it might have been the November project. Maybe it was October or September. There were 4 different height blocks. Now these aren't 2x4s. These are 1 by whatever. But when we did those, we had one side that said fall, and the other side, you could flip them over or reverse them, and the other side said Noel. So they could just be switched around between the fall season and the Christmas season. So these could kind of work intermixed with those if you've been around for quite some time and have that project as well. So it could work on a dining table kind of down the center because you can see both sides, or you could do it up against a wall. But that is the October project. So we have the cart open. So if you are interested in joining us for boxed up as a subscriber, here's the different options. And I have to like make sure I look at my notes so I don't forget anything. So we always have our monthly option. Our monthly option is you get a box every month, and you would start with the November box, which is going to be the holiday box. So if you are already a subscriber, we talked about this when we like rebranded and merged to just having the one box. The holiday box will be the November box. So if you are a monthly subscriber, you're already getting the holiday box as your November box. If you join us as a monthly subscriber, you will get the November box as your first box, and that will be the holiday box. So we're not introducing a whole separate holiday box like we've done in the past 3 years. We had a whole separate box that you could buy whether you were a member or not. But now, if you are a member already, you will automatically get that box. If you want to join us as a monthly subscriber, you will still automatically get that box. It will be your first box. November 1st, they will ship out. So that's why we have to talk about this now, because we have to know how many we're shipping so that we have the supplies in hand, because it's not that far away. So, but the additional thing that we're offering for subscribing as a monthly member, if you're not already, is if you subscribe and join us for the monthly membership, you're going to get a free ornament, and it's going to be one of these two. Just depends on supplies. This one, let's get the little tag out of the way. This one has like a little church winter scene in it with a steeple and then some snow. And this one, same thing, and that's snow. It's like a little, kind of like a little snow globe ornament. That one says joy. That might be backwards to you, but they're super pretty ornament. So you will get one of these as a free gift if you join us as a monthly subscriber. And then, this will come in your November box. Now, let's set them right there. Your other option is if you don't think that you can do a monthly box, you can do a quarterly box. And that was something we introduced back in July as well. The first quarterly box was the August box. The second quarterly box is the November box. And that is the holiday box. So we purposely did November, February, May, and August as our quarterly boxes so that the November box can be the holiday, so that all quarterly members are getting the holiday box. Plus, you want to get it in November. You don't want to get a holiday box in December when there's already so much else going on to do. So we want to give you enough time to do it. So I'll talk more about the holiday box in a second. But quarterly is, you're only going to get every third box, once every quarter, and it will be those same particular months. So November, February, May, and August. I have to think. And then the other option is to do 3 months prepaid. You're still getting a monthly box. It will still renew every 3 months, but some people just like to pay for 3 months up front rather than monthly. If you do that, you're committing to 3 months right then and there, so you get a free starter kit in that case, and that's where you get like a Mod Podge and a sandpaper thing and a paintbrush and some glue and Cricut pick. You get a bunch of things in your starter kit, and that is for the 3-month prepaid subscription. So those are your 3 options, all 3 of which, if you subscribe to any of those 3, you would automatically start with the November holiday box. Now, hi Denise. Oh, and I forgot. So here, before I talk about it, here is the actual trifold. Everybody gets one of these in their box, and there's always a tutorial QR code. You scan it with a scanner or your phone, and it takes you right to the project. So you don't have to wait till the project's revealed. You can start working on it as quickly as you want. So the holiday box. Now, since we've incorporated it into the members' subscription, and we don't tell everybody what that is every month, we don't want to ruin any surprises for those members still. So what we will tell you is the title of the box. It is called 12 Days of Decking the Halls. So it will be 12, kind of like 12 small little projects. They all have a theme about them. They all have they're related in some way. But 12 days of Decking the Halls. Super, like, you can do them in little bits because we've broken it up. So you're going to get it in November if you subscribe, because that will give you some time. And then you can break it up. You can do, one every day, one every week, but you're going to have 12 of them that you can do, and each one of them will have its own little video to go with it. So you can do that. You can get a holiday box by subscribing to any of the 3 memberships and starting with that November box. Or if you're still not interested in subscribing, you can order a one-off holiday box by pre-purchasing now. It's just going to be a little bit more. So if you subscribe, your membership is $49.97 for your monthly box. If you choose not to subscribe, but you want to pre-order so that we have a number in mind and we know exactly how many of the supplies we still need to have in hand, you can pre-order at $55. And you're going to be able to pre-order through the 20th. So that gives you 2 weeks to be able to pre-order a holiday box at the non-member pre-order price. So you have the member, $49.97, plus shipping if you need it, or local pickup. Then you have the pre-order as a non-member, which is $55, plus shipping if you need it. We will also have local pickup for that. And if you choose not to do either of those things, but wait until we reveal the box, which isn't going to be until like November 10th, when we reveal the holiday box in a month, if we have any extras, those would go in the shop at the normal pass box price, which is $59.97. So pre-ordering now will save you a little bit of money if you're not interested in doing a subscription. I'm sorry, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I can tell you that this box would be good for gift giving or keeping yourself. So 12 small little projects. To break it up a little bit, you have your own, you could set aside time to do one at a time, or you can work on multiple at a time. But if you wanted, this could be a potential 12 gifts. I guess I could say it that way. It could be 12 potential gifts, or you could use them all yourself. But 12 days of Decking the Halls. That is all we're going to give you in terms of that. And you can pre-order now. Darcy's already got the product. So if you want to just pre-order a holiday box, you can do so with the one link. If you want to subscribe, you can do so with the other link. What else? So subscribing monthly is going to get you an ornament. Subscribing quarterly is going to give you one box every 3 months. And you'll still start with the November box. Subscribing with the 3-month prepaid option, you'll still renew every 3 months unless you tell us you need to cancel. But that one gives you a free starter kit. And all 3 of those subscription options will start with the November box. So what we're trying to do is get our final numbers for this holiday box. And that's why we're asking for pre-orders if you're not a member, because we need to know how many we need. And then you will be guaranteed a holiday box. If you want to wait and not pre-order anything, we will see if we have any extras at the end. But we won't be revealing them again until November 10th. And at that point, like I said, the price will be the regular non-member price, but you're also pushing it on time. And it just depends on if you have time to do these projects or not. So ordering it and getting it at the beginning of November is going to give you a little bit. You're going to get, a couple weeks of extra time to start working on them, especially if you want to give them as gifts. So what else? Do I need to say, am I missing anything, Darcy? So I will be talking a lot about this. I just won't be revealing anything until we reveal the actual box contents, which November 3rd is the first Friday of November, and not everybody will probably have their box by then, unless we send them really early, which Probably not going to happen because we're giving you until the 20th to even place those pre-orders. So that's you know, squeaking our time frame of getting the supplies in hand to make sure we have everything to guarantee all of the pre-order people a box. So, well, 30 minutes. I did that in 30 minutes. And if you have any questions, please put them down below. I think that's it. Next week, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. But if I have any extra little kits, I'm going to try to pull them in during the week, like maybe as a little live during the week. But I did want to remind you that the Witches boots, I think there might be 3 sets left. So if you're interested in those, grab them because I probably won't be restocking them. We have too many other things going on. And we have to talk about the November, we have to talk about the holiday box now because like I said, we have to get these things pre-ordered. And we want to get them to you in November so that you have time to work on them. So with all of that said, I hope you have a great weekend. Gosh, I am not, it's just like night and day from yesterday to today. But it is what it is. We got to take the good with the bad, I guess. We had a lot of beautiful days in a row to spoil us, but it's got to come to an end at some point. So we'll try to think sunny thoughts. So have a great weekend, be safe, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you, everyone. Bye.